Tiny changes remarkable result. Atomic habit. An easy and proven way to build good habit and break bad ones. Jobs clear. The fundamental why tiny change make a big difference. First chapter. The surprising power of atomic habit. The fate of British cyclic changed one day in 2003. The organization, which was the governing body for professional cycling in Great Britain, had recently hired Dave Brailsford as its new performance director. At that time, professional cyclists in Great Britain had endured nearly 100 years of mediocrity. Since 1908, British riders had won just a single gold medal at the Olympic Games, and they had fared even worse in cycling biggest race, the Tour de France. In 110 years, no British cyclist had even won the events. In fact, the performance of British riders have been so underwhelming that one of the top bike manufacturers in Europe refused to sell bike to the team because they were afraid that it would hurt sale. If often professionals saw the Brits using their gear. Brailsford had been here to put British cycling on a new trajectory. What made him different from previous coaches was his relentless commitment to a strategy that he refused to the referred to as the aggregation of margins gain, which was the philosophy of researching from a tiny margin of improvement in everything you do. Bransford said, the whole principle comes from the idea that if you broke down everything you would think of that go into riding a bike and they improve it by 1%, you will get significant increase when you put them all together. Braceforth, as his coaches, began by making a small adjustment you might expect from a professional cycling team. They redesigned the bike seat to make them more comfortable and rubbed alcohol on off tire for a better grip. They asked riders to wear electrically heated overshot to maintain ideal muscle temperature while riding and used biofeedback sensory to monitor how each athlete responsible to the particular workout. The team tested various fabric in a wind tunnel and had their outdoor rider switch to indoor racing suits, which now provide to the lighter and more aerodynamic. But they did not stop there. Braceford and his team continued to find 1% improvement in overlooked and unexpected area. They tested different type of massage gears to see which one lead to the fastest muscle recovery. They hired a surgeon to teach each rider the best way to wash their hand to reduce the chances to catching a cold. They determined the type of pillow and mattress that lead to the best night sleep for each rider. They even painted the inside of the team torque white, which helped them spot little bits of dust that would normally slip by the unnoticed. But but could degrade the performance of the finely turned bike. As these and hundred of their small improvement accumulated, the result came faster than anyone could have imagined. Just 5 years after Brailsford took over, the British cycling team dominated the road and track cycling event at the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing. There they where they won an astonishing 60% of the gold medals available. 4 years later, when the Olympic Games come to London, the brand rise at the bar of they set 9 Olympic record and 7 world record. That same year, Bradley Wiggins became the first British cyclist to win to Tour de France. The next year, his teammate Chris Froome won the race, and he would go on the win again in 2015, 2016, and 2017, giving the British team 5 Tour de France victories in 6 years. During the 10-year span from 2017 to 2007 to 2017, British cyclists won the 178 World Championship and 66 Olympic or Paralympic gold medal and captured 5 Tour de France victories in what is widely regarded as the most successful run in cycling history. How does how does that happen? How does a team of previously ordinary athlete transform into world champion with tiny changes that at first glance will seem to make a modest difference at best? Why do a small improvement accumulate into such remarkable result, and how can you replicate the approaches in your own life? By a small habit make a big difference. It is so easily to overestimate the importance of one defining moment and underestimate the value of making a small improvement on a daily basis. To often be convenience ourselves, the massive success require massive action. Where there it is losing weight, building a business, writing a book, beginning a championship, or achieving any other goal, we put pressure on ourselves to make some either shattering improvement that everyone will talk about. Meanwhile, improving by 1% is not particularly notable. Sometimes it is not even noticeable, but it can be far more meaningful, especially in the long run. The difference a tiny improvement can make over time is astonishing. Where here how the math work out. If you can get 1% better each day for 1 year, you will end up 37 times better by the time you are done. Conversely, if you get 1% worse each day for 1 year, you will decline nearly down to zero. But starting a small win or a minor setback accumulates into the something much more. 1% every day. 1% worse every day for 1 year. 0.99 power 365 is equal to 0.0003. 1% every day for 1 year. 1.01 power 365 is equal to 37.78 time. Result 1% improvement, 1% decline time. Graph. The effect of a small habit compound over time. For example, if you can get just 1% better each day, you will end up with results that are nearly 37 times better after 1 year. Habits are compounding interest of self-improvement. The same way that money multiplies through compounding interest, the effect of your habit multiple as you repeat them. They seem to make little difference on any given day, and yet the impact they deliver over the month and year can be enormous. It is only when looking back to 5 or perhaps 10 years later that the value of good habit and the cost of the bad ones become the strictly apparent. This can be a difficult concept to appreciate in daily life. We often dismiss small changes because they do not seem to matter very much in the moment. If you save a little money now, you are still not a millionaire. If you are go to the gym 3 days in a row, you are still out of shape. You will study Mandarin for an hour tonight. You still have not learned the language. We make a few changes, but the result never seems to come quickly, and so we slide back into our previous routine. Unfortunately, the slow pace of transformation also make it easy to let a bad habit slide. If you eat an unhealthy meal today, the scale does not move much. If you work late tonight and ignore your family, they will forgive you if you procrastinate and but you project off until tomorrow. There will usually be like to punish it later. A single decision is easily to dismiss. But when we repeat 1% error day after day, by replicating poor decision, duplicate tiny mistake, and rationalizing little excuse or a small choices combined into the toxic result. It is the accumulation of many missteps, a 1% decline here and there that eventually lead to a problem. The impact created by a change in your habit is similar to the effort of shifting a route of an airplane by just a few degrees. Imagine you are flying more Los Angeles to New York City. If a pilot having from the lax adjustment and heading just 3.5 degrees south, you will land in Washington DC instead of New York. Such a small change is really noticeable to take out. The nose of the airplane have just a few feet, but